There was one time where I was disobeying orders as CEO, and he's like, you don't get to disobey me because you're my little sister not listening to me. He's like, I am CEO. That was the role we decided I would be, and there are things that need to, whatever, protocol.
Right.
And you can't just like blatantly just say, you know, F you.
Right. You know, it's interesting because I work with my life partner, and so at times I feel like there can be that challenge of sort of how do you balance the personal and the professional. We live together, we are essentially a married couple, and we run a business together.
Right.
And so it can be hard to find those moments to say, okay, this is Issei and Trinity as boyfriend and girlfriend moment, or like this is us as a co-founders moment.
Right.
Do you find that business often sort of seeps into your personal moments with your brother?
We actually saw it in our spouse's eyes. I think it was over Thanksgiving. We were talking work. Both of them were looking at each other like, again. And then at that moment, we kind of just knew, like, let's just keep it separate.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll just never turn off, and then we're not really spending time together.
Right. There you go.
But I think it is potentially harder when it's your life partner, just because we do get to go home to other people at night.
Right. I don't know how people do it alone. It doesn't seem possible to me. I think that there is often a lot of concern, especially when it's your romantic partner, of like, how could that possibly work? How are you balancing the personal side with the business side? But I find that it's actually been kind of good for us because it forces us out of those opportunities to have those little fights. Right. Because you kind of just have to get back down to it.
Right. We have been long proponents of like business therapy for founders, which has been great because we kind of air out all of our issues with each other, with us, in a safe space with someone to mediate, and we come out the other end like agreeing to disagree.
Right.
But we often come out with like 10 bullet points of everything the other one has to do to like keep the peace.
Yeah.
So that's been helpful. Yeah. And we just agreed to also, which is different in your case, like we don't talk about business when we're all together as a family.
So that's smart.
Yeah. But I often say like, you have to be open and people have to be open to criticism because you don't get anywhere without it.
Yeah.
And we're definitely not perfect.
Right.